So, and while we wait for Jose to connect, I would like to say that we do not give any financial advice during this session, but we wish to give you more knowledge about this project and help you a bit on your way in your own research, guys.
Hello, Mary. I'm here. I don't know if you can.
Hi, Jose. Yeah, I can hear you now. Welcome.
Thank you. No, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, so guys, I would like to present to you Interest Protocol, and it's Jose Cerquera.
Yeah,
That's me.
that's good. That's good enough. We can just
So,
stay.
all right. The CEO of Interest Protocol is here to tell us more about it. So welcome, Jose.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the participants. So it's gonna be a traditional AMA, or you do a small intro.
Yeah, I would like you to maybe present yourself a little bit and your team, and then also after that we will have a presentation about the project.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm the co-founder of Interest Protocol, a DeFi project on the SUI network in BSC. I started as a financial analyst for the traditional banking industry. I worked at one of the major banks in Portugal, Lisbon, Banco BIC. And then in 2017, I got introduced to crypto because of the ICO craze. So I started reading a lot of white papers, trying to understand how the technology worked. Wrote some articles on Medium, interviewed some CEOs, uh, invested in a lot of projects. And over time, I truly started to get into the ethos of the whole decentralization, giving power back to the users. And I wanted to be more than just a passive investor. I didn't want to be the person who believes in a technology, in a space, wants to change society, and I put money, then I sit down and go back to my real world, quote unquote. I wanted to be an active contributor. So I decided the best way to do it is to code, put lines of code on the blockchain and actually build things that people use and help them. So I took some years off. I'm a self-taught programmer. I learned the technology. When I came back last year, assembled a team. We are 7 people now. When we started working on Interest Protocol, we took the experience that we have as investors and studied some problems with the current projects, and we are working on our own. So that's the small intro here.
Yeah, that's great. So how big was your team? How many people are working with this
Right now, it'll be
project?
8 people, but we actually just hired
Eight
our
people.
eighth member. Yeah, we just hired the UI wax. So it's growing. We're growing slowly.
Okay. And so what kind of problem did you see in the crypto space then that made you start this project, Jose? What are you trying to help us with here at Crypto Miners?
Yeah, so Interest Protocol, we've been working for over a year. So we tackled different set of problems. First, we started to look at the landscape. That was last year, and we noticed that there were 2 types of decentralized exchanges. So there was those stable, kind of Curve style that meant to trade stable coins or correlated coins like Curve, and then there was the Uniswap style DEX. And we noticed, why don't just combine both? Why do users have to use 2 protocols and go to do different websites, get issued to different UI UXs, approve different contracts? So you made a DEX that basically combines both automatically. The user doesn't need to understand if it's a stable swap or a volatile swap. Those are first product. Then we start looking into the impermanent loss that happens because liquidity providers provide liquidity to decentralized exchanges, but they actually lose money in half the markets on Uniswap v3. So it's not profitable. The people who are making things actually happen, giving liquidity, are losing money. So we saw, how can we solve that? So we build a lending protocol that accepts the LP tokens as collateral. So if I provide BNB Ethereum in our DEX, get those receipt tokens, the LP tokens, then you can use them as collateral to borrow more money. And that leverage, then you can invest in other projects and or whatever you want. And thirdly, because this has been over a year, we started developing synthetic assets, because now the craze is how do you really bring real world assets on chain, because all the crypto coins are directly correlated. If Bitcoin goes up, they'll go up. If Bitcoin goes down, they'll go down. It's still this way, and it probably will remain for the upcoming years. So we wanted to provide a way for crypto investors to diversify on chain. And synthetics is the answer. We can create a token that tracks the price of the Tesla stock, gold, ag, or any fiat currency. And we have all those services live right now on our DApp at Interest Protocol.
But your token is about to launch, is that correct? Or
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
your token, the coin, is about to launch, or is it already launched?
It's not
I thought it
launched, but we are live.
No.
We are live on a testnet on the Binance
Oh, yeah.
testnet, and we're live
Exactly.
on the SUI devnet. And we plan to launch whenever SUI comes out, but they don't have a date yet.
Okay. So, how do you plan to get this out there to the people to understand what it is all about? I mean, this AMA is one way, of course, but what are your marketing plans moving forward with this project to maybe try and snap mass adoption or get there?
Yeah, so one of the plans was, well, we started on the Binance Smart Chain, but we noticed that the Binance Smart Chain is like a huge ocean, right? There's a lot of players there, so you need a lot of funding to get some market share there. So one of the moves was actually, let's focus on SUI. SUI is growing now, so it has the hype. People are more excited. People are more active on the community. So our marketing plan consists of the most important thing is educating your users. You want them to understand the technology. You don't want them here just for the high yields, and then they invest in projects that are controversial, in terms of security and or rugs. So we write a lot of articles. Yeah, we also have really great documentation, because that's our main goal, is really to educate people. Well, if you go to our documentation, we had better documentation pre-launch than some multi-billion projects like Layer Zero. If you look at our Git book, that's first, right? The second thing is to partner with the key players in the industry. So on the SUI network, we're partnering with the main wallets. We aiming, I cannot mention some, but the Oracle providers, some of the big protocols, because we want to bring their community into our community and build synergy between the projects. Because we are lending and we are a DeFi product, so we can list the token of our partner tokens in our protocol, bringing their community members to us and give more utility to those protocol tokens. So that's kind of our main goal. And just doing MAAs and participating in podcasts, that has been our main marketing move. Actually, our head of marketing is here, Nilam. I don't know if she wants to add anything, but that's mainly the marketing plan.
All right. That's good. And you're talking about this SUI network. Would you like to explain to those who are not familiar with that what it is about and why you're choosing that?
Perfect. That's an amazing question. Yeah, I noticed that many people don't know the SUI network, which is kind of surprising. So you guys probably all know Meta, Facebook, the big company, the social network conglomerate.
Yeah.
They're working on their own blockchain. They called it first Libra, and then they called it Diem. And because of regulatory oversight and just pressure from the government and the Wall Street on Facebook Meta, they discontinued the project. They're like, okay, let's cancel our own blockchain. And now they're more focused on the metaverse. So the original team that was working on the Diem Libra blockchain didn't stop working on it. So they left Facebook, and they split into two teams. The more junior team made Aptos, which is live right now. So we use the technology from Libra, and as you guys know, Aptos is doing great in terms of price, in terms of volume on chain. And the more senior team is working on SUI. And there is a lot of capital from the biggest players, Circle, Binance, Coinbase, the creator of the Move programming language, which Apto uses, is on the SUI team, and a lot of new chains like Near wants to implement the Move programming language because it's more expressive and it's kind of more security and over solidity. And SUI is really scalable. Like all of our testnet users who try their DEX are like, "Oh my god, it's so fast." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, Mission Labs is doing a great job. Is really amazing." They have a new consensus called Narwhal. For example, on SUI, if I'm transferring SUI tokens from me to you, it doesn't need all the validators, all the nodes on the network to confirm, because that's how they built the network. So it's really nice for micro transactions and simple things. It's really amazing. Like you just have to try it and you see how fast it is.
Great. And you started with the BNB chain, and now you're also going to launch on SUI network then. Is that correct?
Yeah, on the BNB chain, you can see has all the features because the BNB chain has more infrastructure, already has the oracles, already uses the Solidity, so it leverages the EVM ecosystem, right? You have the libraries from OpenZeppelin, you have everything at your disposal. So we have a lot of features on the BNB chain, but we're actually going to launch on Sui and slowly implement the same features on the BNB chain on the Sui network. And once we grow on Sui, then we already have the code ready for the BNB chain.
Okay. And could you also explain about your synthetics markets that you recently launched? What is that about?
Yeah, that's a protocol that can create a token that can follow can follow the price of any other assets. So the user basically deposits collateral. Right now it's BUSD. We probably have to update that because the SEC is chasing Binance over BUSD. So the user deposits BUSD and then he can create a token through over collateralization that tracks the price of anything. Can be an NFT on another chain, can be Tesla stock, can be eggs, commodity, gold.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. So you started this. How long ago did you start working with this project?
Yeah, we started last year, so it's been about a year and a
Last year.
month. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And we heard a little bit about the history now. So what's ahead? What's coming next? Except this launching on the Sui network that we heard about, but what other plans do you have for the future?
Yeah. So like you said, we have a lot of features on the BNB chain, but the Sui network is still limited. We only have our DEX, and even on the DEX, you can swap and you can provide and remove liquidity. The next features will really be to add the farms, so the LP providers can earn our governance token. We to allow them to create their own pools, and after we're gonna build the lending protocol on top. So we'll be slowly migrating all the features that exist on the BNB chain to the Sui network. Not all of them will be possible because Sui doesn't have the infrastructure, but what people can look most forward is farms, launch your own token. So if you have a meme coin, launch in our DEX and the lending markets.
Okay. And you also have your own stable coin, right?
Yeah, we do.
So can you tell us how does work and why you have that?
Yeah, we have that because that's how we address the problem of impermanent loss, right? Because
Okay.
if I provide liquidity to a DEX, I provide, let's say, Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? The liquidity is on the farm, so you cannot lend that out to other people. It has to stay on the farm, right? But it's within the custody of the protocol, so it can be used as collateral. And since it cannot be lent to other people, the only coin we can create based on that collateral is let's just say, quote unquote, a synthetic stable coin, right? Because usually the way lending protocols work is you provide collateral and then other people can borrow that collateral, right? And that's how the interest rates are done. But since people cannot borrow the collateral because it has to stay within the DEX because it is liquidity, we issue a stable coin based on the collateral.
So it is fairly, I mean, for a newbie, let's say, how are you going to get this educational out to new people? Because I mean, crypto market is growing, right? New people are coming in. Maybe not at the moment. People are a little bit afraid because of everything that happened. But I mean, they will come. More and more has seen what it is. So how can you explain this in an easy way for a new investor?
Yeah,
Are you planning to have any educational tutorials or
yeah,
something on your
that is
webpage?
a great question. It's honestly doing steps by steps. The way you're doing right now on the Sui network is perfect because we release a feature that is simple enough so users test it, we give them feedback, we help them how to use. And then once they're comfortable with that feature, we're releasing the next feature. So that's usually how it works. We usually break down our documentation again, it's great. We have YouTube videos of us using the features and explaining people how to use. So that's kind of the first level of how we're gonna help the users. The second layer is once after we launch, we're gonna start developing vaults, right? That's the whole concept of vaults is that user doesn't need to kind of understand the protocol. It just says, look, like if you deposit this, you're gonna earn X per month, and you just have to click it on button, and we handle all the abstraction on the background. So that will be the long-term plan. The short-term plan is slowly releasing direct feedback on Discord and great tutorials on YouTube, great documentation.
Yeah, it's a great idea. And how do you plan to reach out to them to get them interested in the first place? I mean, AMAs, yeah, that's one thing, but
yeah,
there are so many projects. How you plan to stand out to get them interested in your project?
Yeah, especially on the Sui network, the main thing is partnering with the key projects. Second is get a partnership with Mission Labs itself, so Sui, we're working on both those ends. And thirdly is to release something that no one else has built yet. So specifically talking about the Sui network, there is no lending protocol yet for users to test. So our goal is to really be the first to market. Our contracts are basically ready. Now we work on the front end. So we're going to be like, hey, guys, we are the first lending protocol. Want to start doing lending and earning interest on your Bitcoin, Sui, on Ethereum on Sui? It's us, come test. And as an extra incentive, of course, people usually want something out of testing. We give whitelist spots. We usually give giveaways on stablecoin and things of that nature, roles on Discord, etc.
All right. Yeah. So tell us about the launching, how it's going to be. Has there been a private sale previously, or is there a private sale now, or pre-sale?
Yeah, there's no
When is the
sale.
launch?
There's no sale right now. We really believe that deliver first the product, then raise funds. We don't believe on those projects that raise billions, millions, and they don't have anything but a white paper. Like, oh, wait a few months, right? We don't believe in that. So we have our product live. People can check our code is live. So right now we're doing a seed round, VC seed round. And after we close the VC seed, we will do a private sale, and those also are gonna have an airdrop. So just by being part of the community, you can already get a token. Because we really want to become a DAO in the future. So it's important if you're a DeFi user or a user of another big DeFi protocol, we want you to participate on our protocol. Give suggestions, help shape the future. So we will airdrop as well to specific roles and users of some communities.
So what's the token's name? Is that Dinero, or is that
No. Dinero is the stablecoin. The governance token is interest protocol. Interest protocol, it will be IPX.
IPX. Okay, IPX. Okay. So when is the launch going to be approximately? Do you have a date or
it's very hard. I would say the last quarter of this year, because it is tied to whenever Sui comes out, and they haven't put a date.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no time yet. There's no timestamps yet on the blockchain, on the Sui blockchain. So they're still working the technology. So we really
so you will wait for Sui to launch first, of course, and then launch on top of that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So you have lots of time. So
yeah, exactly.
So you're developing even more now then, or what are you doing with the time?
Exactly. Because we have so much time, we're building the community pre-launch, and we're working on the lending protocol and just optimize really the front end. A lot of people come test and they give us a lot of ideas. Oh, it would be nice if we had that, if we had X. So that's how great. So you can take as long as you want, because our community just keeps getting bigger. Our protocol keeps getting better. So whenever you launch, we will be ready.
Yeah, that's good. So where is your biggest community? Is that on Twitter here or Telegram, Discord?
I'll say this Discord is more active. Telegram is a little bit slower. We're still there, but Discord where we answer the questions, people provide the feedback. We usually hang out on the voice channels, listen to music, etc. So Discord for sure.
Okay, that's good. And how you gonna make money then?
Make money.
How you gonna?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. At the end of the day, we'll have to make money, right?
Yeah.
The main goal, the main idea for a DeFi project is to hold as much TVL as you can, right? So if you have a lending product, you want people to provide collateral there and get loans there. And the protocol keeps a percentage of the profits, right? Usually compound is 20%. You're probably going to keep 10%. So the more money people put in our protocol, the more liquidity for people to borrow, and the more we earn as a company, right? And as a company, some of the profits, I think we can adopt the same as Binance, using some of the revenue to burn the supply of the token. It works well for them. BNB coin is doing really well, and we think it's a viable, simple option to pass back value to the governance token holders.
All right. So as a holder then of the token, when that's possible, are you going to get, I mean, you could do all these things. You can lend and borrow and use the coin. But can you do something else? Or are you going to pay the coin holders back in the revenue that you do, or the
exactly.
winnings,
We'll be
the earnings?
we'll be burdening the supply, because I think airdropping to them the revenue, it could kind of become a security and an issue. So the best way is for us, oh, we had a profit of 10 million this month, 5 million, you burn the supply. Here is the transaction burned. So we keep shrinking the supply. And for sure, we probably have to think of more utilities in the future. Maybe if you have the token, and you lock it, you get better yield or better terms in some services. But that's up to debate. But the main benefit will be contribute to the DAO governance token, and we keep shrinking the supply the more TVL we have on our platform.
All right, that's good. So that's good. You're going to give back to the holders, and the tokenomics. Are you going to have any tax on the tokens, and how many are there going to be?
No, there are no tax on trading. Definitely not. The tokenomics will be, people will be able to mint the token by providing liquidity. So that means they're helping the protocol directly. So if I put liquidity on the DEX, I'm earning the token. If I'm putting collateral on the lending protocol, I'm earning the token, right? And the rest is the team has a portion, of course, the treasury, going to allocate some for the security measures, for safety of users, etc. Some, and a little bit for the VCs and the private sale.
All right. So if you look far ahead in the future now, where is interest protocol going to be in like 3 to 5 years? What do you hope for? What's your vision, long-term vision?
Yeah, our vision specifically for the Sui network is to become one of the DeFi pillars. If you look at Ethereum, you think about Aave, Uniswap, right? Aave, Uniswap Compound. You look at BNB Chain, you think about PancakeSwap, Venus. You look at Sui, I want you to think interest protocol. So that's really our goal here. That's what we're building.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Good to know. So this Sui protocol, we don't know yet when it's coming out, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, all right. So we'll wait then.
We are waiting as well.
We're waiting. Is there anything that you would like to add or tell us about that's in the pipeline, or that's happening, or that we miss now? Do you have any NFTs maybe?
We don't have any NFTs, but I do think NFTs do have a space. I mean, I want you guys that were not aware of Sui to, just join their community and follow, because I think it would be great to be a great opportunity. As you guys know, the Aptos airdrop was great, and test our products, because I really believe that Sui will be the next top 10 layer 1 project. Their technology is amazing. It's great. So, because I know a lot of people don't know Sui, they're probably more hyped up with Aptos now, but trust me, Sui will be the Aptos 2.0.
Very good. So are we ready for some questions maybe from the audience here?
100%, yes. Let's go.
So if you have a question for Jose and this project, interest protocol, then please ask to speak, and I will maybe unmute you. And I think we're giving out whitelist, right? Jose, is that correct?
I believe we are. I mean, my Nilam would be best answer, but I believe we are. I think she's coordinating with your team, and I don't know how they'll select, but yes, we are.
Yeah, all right. So let's see. We have someone who is very eager here. Diamond, I'm gonna unmute you. And let's unmute someone else. Diamond, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Hi, Diamond. Good evening. Do you have a question?
Yeah. My question is, Are you planning to promote your project in country where English is not good? Do you have a local community for them to better understand your project?
Yeah. Right now we have an English community and a Portuguese speaking community, but we definitely want to expand to other ones. But on our Discord, you have channels for Russia, Chinese, and other languages. Just as the project grows, we will expand to other communities. Just because expanding to a community has to be done carefully, because you want to keep the space safe. You want to have enough time for customer service. So take people's answers, understand, because the language barrier, understand that what's being said there is honest and truthful. So we will slowly expand. We're definitely looking forward to it. But right now we focused more on the Portuguese speaking community and English. Thanks for the question, Diamond.
Oh, that's
Thank you,
great.
Diamond. Did you have any other questions, Diamond?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So you're gonna have lots of different languages maybe then. I see your web page is no, it's in English, right?
Yeah, but already
Portuguese,
supports
you said.
Portuguese. Yeah, we will definitely support way more languages. We just need a bigger team to handle it. At the moment, we're focusing on the core contracts, but as we
Yeah.
launch and raised funds, then we'll be really let's expand the community and language and all those things.
Yeah, and as you said, you have time because you
Yeah,
haven't launched yet, and the launch is a few months away
for
at
sure,
least.
for sure. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have time. All right, thank you, Diamond, for your question. We have also DC up here. Did you have a question, DC?
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay. My question is looking at the fact that we are in the bearish market now, because for a project to launch in the bearish market and be successful, it has like you have to be motivated. So I just want to know your motivating factor. What has been motivating you and your team as you develop your project?
Great. Yeah. I mean, we really believe on the Web3 ethos, and we believe on the Sui technology. As you know, we're in the bear market, really hard to raise funds, really hard to get users to try anything because people are just discouraged. But we believe on the long-term bullishness back. So we are very comfortable. We have a good burn rate. We know that even if we don't get any revenue for a couple of year plus, will be fine. So we're in no rush. And it actually plays, it's actually good for us. It's not good, but it's not a bad thing there is a bear market because give us time to build, right? Because if it was a bull market and we are not on the mainnet yet, Sui is not out yet, it's bad. Because people want to buy the token, they can buy the token. So it's bear market, it's good. We believe once the bull market comes back, we'll be ready. So, and we believe on the long term. I think Luna launched on the bear market and many other projects, and then when the bull came, the price went up, the holders were happy, and all that. Well, besides the hack, but yes. So it's not a bad thing they were in a bear market. If you believe on the long term, we are ready. We are here to stay. So it's temporary.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck on your project.
Thank you, DC. Thank you.
Thank you, DC. Great answer there, Jose.
Thank
We have Abrar up on stage. Hello, Abrar.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much giving me the floor. Yeah, I hope that all of you are great and good by the grace of Almighty. I have a question that a good project always has been competition and duplication of ideas. What does interest Dinero think about the issue, and what is the long-term vision of interior Dinero in the blockchain market to keep up with the trends, with the technology, community, and related issue?
Yeah, so you basically asked about the competition, right? How we're gonna differentiate. Main goal for the Sui network is we want to be the first to market. I think that's really important because people usually the first that they see it is the one they tend to use, right? If I go to Ethereum and I saw Uniswap, I'm gonna stick with Uniswap. I'm comfortable with it. I know it works. So that's really important. We're also open source. Many projects are not on Sui network, even on Solana, many are not. So we really believe on open source. Our website is open source. Our code is open source. So we believe on transparency, and that should give us an edge over the competitors. And The second is the third. Yeah, though that should cover the point. And now I believe that technology is better options.
Great, thank you, Jose. I unmuted Osirius. No, wait, Osirius Witz. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Welcome up on stage. Hi.
Thank you for an opportunity to ask some questions. I'm kind of late coming to this, so I just, for myself, I work on behalf of Banderbucks, and we're actually a fund that's looking and investing in some crypto projects. And the fact that you're looking to be the first on SUI was just fantastic to me. I just want to, probably the question may have already been asked, more so for my understanding, is how are you going to be doing with the regulations that are coming in for staking that are going to consider themselves if you're going to get something back, such as a redemption, that they're looking at attacking those now? What would your position be on that? Thank you very much.
Thanks for the question. Hey, that's a really good question. For regulation, I do believe the SEC will not have that position on the long term. But on the short term, you just unfortunately have to ban US IPs from the staking services. You kind of have, I don't believe fighting with the regulators. You kind of just have to let them do what they want. But I believe that Europe there is a MENA draft being made by by the ECB, and Europe will be fine. The other continents will be fine. It's just that U.S. citizens, unfortunately, will have to deal with it. No staking for them.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Great question, Osiris. Do you have any more questions?
No, I'm just taking all the information. He's answered everything. I'm actually really excited about this project. I'm actually just messaging some guys on my team right now about it. It's just magic that I happen to tune in. Thank you very much for having this space.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's always a reason for everything, you know. So welcome here at Crypto Miners. Jose, do you want to have some more questions? What do you say?
I mean, I'm open. If someone someone is really eager, yeah, maybe we can take 3 more.
Let's say we have David and Crypto Wingy. I unmuted you. Let's see who comes up first. David.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I want to know your long time goal or your short time goal in this your project.
Yeah, I mean, our short-term goal is to be the first to market to launch a lending protocol on the DevNet. We are ready to launch probably next month. The contracts are ready. Now it's about the designer and the front-enders to hook the website to the contracts. Our long-term goal is to be the reference. Like I said, you go to Ethereum, you think Uniswap, Aave, you go to SUI, you think interest protocol, become a DAO. We don't want to be centralized. We don't want to decide on the protocol decisions. You know, of course, you'll start centralized in the first 1-2 years because centralization gives speed. But over time, it's like we're big enough, the community is educated enough. You guys, we all will handle this. So that's really the long-term vision.
Great, thank you, David. Crypto Wingy, what is your question?
Okay, thank you. I wish you success
Thank you,
in your
David.
project.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
I think we can hear you. Yeah, a little bit muffled, but go ahead.
From you, this.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Now we can, yes.
Okay. On your roadmap, what can we expect from you in the coming months?
Yeah, on the next week, you should expect the farms for the DEX. Next month, you should expect the lending markets. And then the months after that is just optimizations of the front end based on the feedback of the community.
Okay, thank you, Crypto Wingy.
Thank you.
Let's see. So, Jose, what is it that makes you like passionate about this project? What makes you get up every morning to keep working with this project? What's the best with it, do you think?
Personally, I love the code. You know, I love to read the code of other protocols. So I'm always learning as I'm building. And I love to see users using the product. I think that's the joy of every developer. You code, you put out there, and people are actually using it, giving feedback and loving it. That's really it.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Great answer. I mean, are you doing the code all by yourself, or how many are working with the code?
We have 3 technical people. I'm doing the smart contracts, and I have 2 React developers in the front end.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, good. All right. I see we have a few more hands up. I don't know how much time you have more now. Jose?
I think we can take 2 more questions for sure.
All right. Let's see if we have Babur and Rafael. Babur, I unmuted you. Let's see if you can connect. It always takes a while with Twitter.
Yeah, marketing is a central element for every project, so that everyone knows the potential that a project can bring is vital to achieve the goal set. What is 2023 strategy to attract new users and investors to the project and keep them in long term? Please answer me, please.
Thanks for the question. Yeah. We don't believe in, let's say, quote unquote, forming the users, oh, we are the highest yield or we are the fastest or whatever. We don't believe on that. The way we want to hold our users is educate them, showing them the product, getting their feedback and direct communication, and doing things like this, like MAAs, actually knowing our community and they know us. Also, of course, being first to market is really important, but it's really building that connection. We want them here to be on the long term, not just here to seek the high yields and then leave. We want them to stick with us, and that's really by long-term oriented marketing. A lot of content like articles, videos, MAAs, always be there on Discord, answer every single reply on a tweet, every question. That thing really builds a connection, and that's what keeps people around. We are humans after all at the end,
Thank you, Rafael. Are you happy with that answer?
Yes, I got my answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I unmuted someone that didn't connect. Let's see, we have Lord C up here. Lord C, did you have a question?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
This is a great opportunity to speak. And my question is, going forward, do you plan to have more partnership with other projects so that you could actually boost your awareness to other communities and other investors as well?
Yep, perfect question. Thank you. We already have 5 partnerships, if I'm not mistaken, and we already have 2 that are basically confirmed on the background, and I cannot announce it yet until they announce. But yes, that's one of the things that we do is partner with the biggest projects within the Sui network, so we can leverage each other communities, we can leverage each other's protocols for sure. That's one of the main goals. The wallets, the DeFi, and other name service providers, everything, Oracle providers, we are in touch with them and building partnerships and running campaigns already.
Okay, my second question, do you plan to have airdrops in the foreseeable future?
Yeah, our tokenomics has airdrops. So if you get a certain role on Discord, you'll get an airdrop, because we believe if you're a DeFi user, you are early Sui user, you should just contribute to our protocol. So for sure, there's an airdrop for it.
I thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Lord C. Are you heading over to Discord now? Check it out.
They should, yes, exactly. That's
Sure, I would.
Very good. Everyone should do that's in here. I'm not good with Discord, but I will still try.
Okay.
I promise, Jose. Anyway, I know that there's some new people who joined who wants maybe a quick summary from you, Jose, if you have time. So maybe like a little pitch or a elevator chat about this project.
Yeah, guys. So Interest Protocol is building the DeFi building blocks on a new network called SUI, which will be the next big top 10 layer one in our eyes. And if you want to be part of the next DAO that provides trading and lending on one of the biggest communities, join us. Interest Protocol, guys.
Great. And thank you everyone so much for coming here to Crypto Miners to listen to this AMA with Interest Protocol. And as Jose said, there is opportunities for whitelists and there's opportunities to go in early, but always do your own research, guys. No financial advice in here. So
100%.
yeah, with that said, Jose, it was a pleasure hosting you, and I think this is really interesting. I'm gonna check it out more for sure. And I wish you the best of luck for the future, and hopefully you come back in time for launch or even earlier to tell us the progress, how it's going.
Perfect. Thank you,
That would be
Mary.
amazing.
Thanks, Crypto Miners. We can definitely come back once we launch the lending markets. And thanks for the participants and questions. They're great. So thank you guys for taking your time on Saturday to be here. Now you can go and party or have fun with the family.
Yeah, it's Saturday after all, right? So
Yeah.
go on and have fun, guys. I wish you a great rest of your weekend, and I think I will see you maybe on Monday next time. So have a good weekend.
Take care,
Thank you,
guys.
Jose.
Thank you. Take care. See you.
Bye bye, everyone. Have a good one.